The Post. Townships interview.
Welcome to the Pulse Broadcast, the weekly podcast from the Pulse of the Eastern Townships. I am William Crooks. We've got two conversations for you today, and they couldn't be more different. First, I sit down with Michael Goldbloom, former principal of Bishop's University, now chair of CBC Radio Canada, fresh off being named a Knight of the National Order of Québec. Then we head down to a basement workshop in Ogden to meet a self-taught taxidermist whose walls are lined with deer, bear, and fox. Two townshippers, two very different callings. Let's get into it. This week on the Pulse Broadcast, a conversation with Michael Goldbloom, a name that needs little introduction in the Eastern Townships. For 15 years, from 2008 to 2023, he served as principal and vice-chancellor of Bishop's University, guiding the institution through some of its most challenging years. Before that, he built a remarkable career across some of the country's most prominent institutions. Publisher of the Montreal Gazette and the Toronto Star, president of the Montreal YMCA, and today, chair of the board of CBC Radio Canada. On June 17th, he was inducted as a Knight of the National Order of Québec, the highest distinction the province bestows. I reached him by phone just ahead of the ceremony, and we talked about his family's 140-year history in Quebec, the institutions that shaped his career, his new role mentoring young scholars at the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation, and why, even now, he and his wife Fiona can't quite leave the townships behind. Here's that conversation.
Maybe give 30 seconds of your background at Bishop's, a little bit about what you've done since then, and then we'll talk about your reaction to this incredible honor.
Okay. So I was the principal of Bishop's for 15 years, from 2008 to 2023. I retired in 2023. Since then, I spent a year serving on a board that was mandated to make recommendations about the future of our two military colleges, one in Montreal, Quebec, and Eastern
Sure.
Ontario.
Yeah.
And we completed that report, I guess, about a year and a bit ago. And I serve as the chair of the board of CBC Radio Canada. So those are the principal things that keep me busy.
Fantastic. Okay, so what's your reaction to this prestigious honor?
Well, obviously, it's a great honor, and William, my thoughts are a couple. One, that my great grandparents arrived in Quebec in the 1880s, so like 140 years ago.
Okay.
My great grandfather was a peddler, and in successive generations, my grandfather was really the first pediatrician in Montreal. My father and my uncle who became pediatricians, my mother who was a social worker. I mean, each one of us, I think that the values that were passed on to us were, one, the importance of education,
Sure.
and the importance of contributing to society in which you're a part. So, I'm thinking very much of when I was first informed, I thought, well, for my great-grandparents who took the enormous risk of coming to this country, and for my grandparents, my parents, siblings who have all committed themselves to trying to contribute to the progress of Quebec and Canada, I feel that that's something I inherited from them. And then the other thought I had is, I've been fortunate to work in a number of organizations with a public purpose. So the YMCA in Montreal, the Gazette, McGill, Bishop, these are all institutions where people come together to serve the greater good. And I think that this honor, this recognition for me is a recognition both for those institutions and the people I was privileged to work with, as much as it is a recognition for me. So those are my thoughts. I believe fundamentally in the importance of institutions.
Okay.
To society and to a community.
Okay.
And, I think that it's really important that we do all we can and support organizations like Bishops, like the Montreal Gazette, that are important institutions of community life for English-speaking Quebecers and important institutions for the society as a whole. And in that, with the challenges sometimes we have on the linguistic front, I think there's.
I mean, what's next for you? Do you have is a future planned out of more great achievements? Are you thinking about retirement soon?
One, I would say, William, that I'm at a stage of life where I think what capacity to have significant in the world, it's principally going to be to other people, particularly younger people. That's one of the things that I found so motivating about my time at Bishops is the hope and the capacity that can also young people. So I've just agreed to serve as a mentor at the Trudeau Foundation, the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation.
Okay.
Funding for doctoral students from across Canada in social science. And in addition to the stipends they provide to the PhD students, they also take on a group of mentors. There's 7 of us who are not necessarily academics, but who are there to help provide some kind of broader guidance to these young, outstanding scholars. So I find that a real privilege to be able to be involved with such smart, dedicated, committed young people who want to make the world a better place.
Fantastic. And one more little thing, I won't keep you too long. How did the townships, English townshippers, while you were in Bishops, how did they help you or affect you on your stellar general career?
Sometimes one had more exposure to some of the conflict around our linguistic policy. And one of the great lessons I learned from my 15 years at Bishops and living in Lennoxville and in Sherbrooke was how well we all, across linguistic difference, how well we all got on. And how I think that regard Eastern Townships is a microcosm of what society should be. So it was, I think that's probably, we still have some cottage in Austin, so it's not like we've left the townships. We're not in Lennoxville anymore, obviously.
Right.
But Fiona and I, my wife, love the Eastern Townships for its geography, for its people, for its comfort with people communicating in both English and French. Oh, we still have one chance.
That was Michael Goldbloom, newly named Knight of the National Order of Québec, speaking with me ahead of his induction in Quebec City. My thanks to him for taking the time on what was clearly a meaningful day, and congratulations to him on a recognition that, as he was quick to point out, belongs as much to the institutions and people he worked alongside as it does to him. You'll find the full written interview at pulsetownships.com. I'm William Crooks. Welcome back to the Pulse broadcast. Out in Ogden, just off Lake Memphremagog, there's a basement workshop that Nelson Gagnon calls the Taxidermy Cave, and the walls are lined with deer, bear, fox, and just about everything in between. Nelson's been at this for about 3 years now, mostly self-taught, picking up the craft through a couple of weekend courses and a whole lot of YouTube. These days he's booked solid, turning work away every season. I caught up with him to talk about how a hide becomes a mount, the biggest bear he's ever worked on, and why he eventually traded his rifle for a camera. Here's our conversation.
Give me a little bit about, of your background in the townships.
I've been in and out of the townships, for quite a few years. I used to work in the States and back here and back there and come back here. I went to school here.
Where did you go, golf?
No, I went to Convent and Quebec High School.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Cool. Okay. And when, I mean, I just noticed when I bought that bear fur off you, you got a lot of heads on the wall. When did that all start?
Well, a lot of them are clients that didn't pick up their stuff yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I got lots of stuff of my own that was in the other room, and I might have a few here on the wall, but most of it is all clients.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about your business and when did the business start?
I took a few courses like about 10 years ago, and then after that, I just did a few for friends and people local. About 2 or 3 years ago, I decided to go to school taxidermy because doing 2 jobs at a time was too hard on my whole body.
Sure. And okay, so you took a course. Did you take it locally? Is that something people can learn locally, or?
I took it from a guy that knew taxidermy in Sherbrooke.
Okay.
And I only took like a weekend course for deer, and then I took another weekend course for birds. And it was all YouTube and so practicing on my own stuff.
Sure. And you were saying you did hunt before, but you haven't hunted in a while.
Yeah, I still go moose hunting, but I haven't bear hunted it. But I did.
Okay. Have you ever done a moose head?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that must be quite something. It's pretty heavy.
Struggled to get it in and out of this place because I have small doors, so I got to make sure it fits smooth before mounting it.
Right. Okay. Now, give me a little insight into the taxidermy process. You just do it at your house? It's something in your basement, or you must need like a room, right?
Yeah, I got my basement. I do that.
Okay.
I do a little bit of tanning, and most of my tanning I get done at a tannery.
Okay.
I go pick it up and then do my mounting here in the basement.
Right. Now, you still moose hunt, and you said you haven't bear hunted for about 10 years. So how do you get your animals?
The ones that I mount?
Yeah.
It's all clients.
Okay. Okay. I see. So they kill them and they give them to you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when they come pick them up, like when you came here, there was quite a few heads there that some of them left, and now there's still more to go.
Sure. Now, what's the most popular animal?
Well, it's always deer.
Right. The male deer with the antlers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right
yeah.
Now it's bear there.
Right.
It's bear season now, so.
Right. Okay. What's the biggest bear you've mounted?
Probably 450 or no, 454.
Okay. 454. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. If people want to kind of know about your business, like, do you just do friends, or do you want me to kind of tell people that you're open for business and you can do this?
I'm open for business. Like, I've been open for 3 years, but
okay.
Every year I tell people that I'm not taking any market that I have.
Okay, way too many. Okay. Well, that's good to mention. Yeah. Well, that's a good place to be in.
Yeah. I got to reduce people and send them off to other places because I just don't have the room and I won't have the time to get them out before the next season. I don't want to be just taxidermist them as a 3-year wait list.
Right. Yeah. Okay, for people who don't know, take me in about a minute through the taxidermy process.
Well, it starts by going to the butcher shop and they skin it.
Okay, butcher shops can do that.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do it themselves, but mostly the butcher shops do it because they feel more confident that the butcher will do a better job skinning it without making any holes.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
They'll keep it cold and put it in the freezer.
Right.
It's most important to have your hide not linger around for days in the pickup truck or hanging in the garage.
Right, it goes bad, I assume, or?
Yeah, it doesn't take long for it to go bad, so it needs to be in hooks and spot in the freezer as soon as possible.
Right. Okay, and yep.
The tannery, wait for the tannery to call me back and then we measure it. go from there. And they decide the position that they want from it,
Okay.
and then I mount it the way they want it.
Right. Now, do you do just heads or full animals? I mean, obviously you do bear rugs too.
Yeah, well, I do both.
Okay.
I'll do birds and full body coyotes, foxes, bears.
Okay. And one thing that strikes me as interesting is how if you're just working with the skins, how do you get a nice natural shape? Do you put some kind of I don't know, wood skeleton inside, or how does that even work?
It's a styrofoam mold that we order from different suppliers,
Okay.
and then we add the detail on the face because it has pretty good detail, but it's not all accurate for all animals. So we have to know the overall look of what an animal looks like, and then shape it with clay.
Okay. Okay. The details, right, like the form of the face.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Is that all you do? There must be some way you treat the skin.
What by the tan?
Okay, so that all you need is tanning and okay.
Yeah.
Right. You don't coat it with anything after or something? I don't know.
No, we clean them, we wash them, and then we mount them like that and blow dry them, and you get washed times.
Okay. And how come you haven't? Yep.
Wash it off.
Right. Okay. And how come you haven't hunted bear in 10 years?
I got into taking pictures instead, and now I have my camera instead of a gun.
Right. Okay, great. If people are interested in your services, I mean, you're booked. Do you want me to say you're full so people stay away, or do you want people to know?
Well, you can mention my name. It's just that.
Well, I got to mention your name.
I'll accept or I won't accept. You know,
Okay.
Take whoever.
Right. Yeah. Do you have, like, if you're really busy, I mean, do you have a bunch of stock you want to get rid of that you want to talk about?
I got a few things for sale, but it goes pretty quick.
Right.
But, yeah, I still have a few things for sale, like skulls. There's a few mounts I do every year for competition, and I always get rid of those.
Okay, interesting. Tell me about. I didn't realize there was taxidermy competition, but of course there would be. Yeah.
There is every year, but there's different locations.
Fun.
But our main one is the one in Quebec, Drummondville.
Okay. And how have you done at that so far?
Well, now I'm in the Masters.
Right. Okay, sure.
I placed second in a few categories.
Fun. Okay, great. If people want to reach out to you, is Facebook best? What should I say?
Yeah, Messenger, Facebook is usually the best way. That way I'm not answering the phone all day or trying to avoid phone calls.
Yeah, of course.
I answer when I want to.
That was Ogden taxidermist Nelson Gagnon. If you're hoping to get a piece done, a heads up. He's usually full and he'll tell you straight whether he can take it on. Messenger or Facebook is the best way to reach him. He's not one for answering the phone all day. You can find the full write-up of this interview over at The Pulse, along with photos of his work and a few of the wildlife shots he's taken himself. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time. And that's the show. My thanks to Michael Goldbloom and to Nelson Gagnon for two conversations that, in their own ways, say something about the people who make up this region, those who shape its institutions, and those who work quietly at a craft. You'll find the full written interviews along with photos over at pulsetownships.com. This has been the Pulse Broadcast. I am William Crooks, and always remember to keep your finger on the pulse.
The Pulse. The Pulse. Townships interviews. Don't forget breaking news. The Pulse, the Pulse, the Pulse. Broadcast just for you. Are you heading out for a cruise? Or lying there for a snooze? The Pulse, the Pulse, the Pulse. Broadcast broadcast just for you. Hey, I know that guy. Hey, hey, I know that gal too. Hey. The Post, the Post, the Post, broadcast just for you. The townships are the muse. Make sure to choose the Post, 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 the Post of the Eastern Townships, broadcast just for you.